Welcome to the Uncomfortable. I almost said Malton in Montreal. Welcome to the Uncomfortable Moment of Silence podcast. Tonight we've got a very special guest, as you can see below me. Hey, David, how you doing? By the way, really quick.
I am doing awesome. And Bobby, it looks like you have your mic on mute. By the way,
and we've got Bobby fucking Blaze in the goddamn building. He's figuring out technology as he goes.
There he is.
I told you. Bobby, I told you not to do cocaine before the show.
Man, I don't know how to unmute.
You are
unmuted. You're good now.
I am shocked, one, that you're sober. And, well, you may not be, but you're close enough. You look sober. And two, that you came up on time. Damn you, Bobby. You're the best.
And now he's muted again.
Now you're muted again.
Unmute.
Well, fuck me running backwards.
Now, hear me now. Don't touch it again. Don't touch it again. All right.
Good?
Yeah, I'm just going to really quickly.
I'm not sober by any means.
You put him. What happened there?
No, I think he just dropped out. Okay. I'm sure he'll dial back in a second.
All right. Just tell him he dropped out. Come back. I was just about to give him a big introduction. Before Bobby gets back, I just want to thank the boys from Rhino 39 that were on the last podcast. And he's back. So we had Bobby, if you watched the last podcast, we had an amazing punk rock band on called Rhino 39 that used to play with the Dead Kennedys and a lot of other California West Coast punk bands, and they were fucking awesome. I want to thank you for coming to do the show, by the way. And for those of you who don't know Bobby Blaze is a former WWE, WWF wrestler who had big time matches with a lot of the Lucha Libres. I think it was, Bobby, you were telling me last time we met. Bobby?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, all right. So you're more famous for your days in WCW when you were fighting Eddie. Who's your? It was the Mexican wrestling, right? That you dealt with.
I wrestled Eddie Guerrero, Juventud Guerrero, all those fucking Guerreros, all those Mexicans.
And Bobby's got a book out called "Pin Me, Pay Me," which is big time. And
he's out.
What's going on?
I love Bobby Blaze. He is literally one of the most fun people to talk to and fun people to try to keep on and off your podcast.
All right. Well, hopefully he'll come back again. I just want to say,
there he is.
Oh, he's coming there. Put him back in.
I got these new glasses, but it's not the glasses. It's the fucking Wi-Fi internet. I apologize.
There's no problem.
No worries.
This is going to be more podcast audio, so we're just going to edit out all the dropouts and stuff like that.
Okay, good. Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, Dave. Thanks very much, guys. I do. It's an honor. I'm probably not too sober, but you said I was sober earlier. But it's one of those things, man. We'll deal for deals. I'm just having a few beers, and I'm just thankful to be on here, but I apologize for the internet connection. I don't know what the fuck's going on tonight. There are some storms in my area.
There's no worries, brother. Just thanks for coming on. Thanks for helping out with our brand new project here that we're doing. And just to give you a little fill-in on the Uncomfortable Moment of Silence, you can talk about whatever the fuck you want. You can be as crude, as rude as you want to be, and it's all welcome here, man. All opinions, everything.
Cool. So thank you.
That's the point of this thing. It's a freedom of speech project for me and David here.
That's right. That's right. And Bobby and I have known each other, and I've actually met Bobby through Juliet
yes.
We've known each other now for probably 3-4 years
I was thinking 3 for sure, Dave.
No doubt. And, Bobby has always been one of those people that has just been on Twitter and always was gracious with his time with other podcasts, and also started his own podcast, Bell to Bell, which is a really, really good podcast. If you love wrestling, listen to Bell to Bell. It's a great podcast. And Bobby has always been a supporter of us. We've been a supporter of him. And it's always just been a fun time. So thank you, Bobby.
Yeah, I wanted that on the show. By the way, his internet cut out again. He'll hopefully be back again soon. Technology. It's his internet's fault though. He said
yeah. His Wi-Fi is a little shaky right now.
Hey, he showed up. I'm happy that he showed up. Hopefully he'll come back. I want to ask him a bunch of questions about prison time, cocaine, and all the rest of the hookers and all.
Oh, it'll come. Don't worry. When Bobby gets back here, and you know what, Bobby is. I'm not going to lick his balls a bunch, but hold on, he's back here.
All right.
Listen, if you can hear me, I'm very sorry, guys.
Stop apologizing. It's all good. We're being very.
I changed rooms. I guess it might be a storm here or something. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I haven't had any internet problems for probably at least 6 or 8 weeks. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I apologize.
There's no worries, brothers. No worries. So, Bobby, I wanted to get into it really quickly before we lose connection with you again. So you have the book, Pin Me, Pay Me. If you want to let everybody know what the book is about a little bit.
Yeah, thanks for plugging the book. It's, as you said, it's called Pin Me, Pay Me, Have Boots Will Travel. It's about me from, I was always an athlete from the time I was young, and I wanted to be a professional wrestler from the time I was like 15 years old. I finally got the opportunity to break in.
And he's gone.
He'll be back.
This is my favorite episode ever, by the way, of this fucking podcast.
So, David, you were on vacation, and I took a vacation too. We were both gone for a week.
Wrestling. I broke in. I know there was a delay there, and it's about me breaking into professional wrestling and traveling throughout the world. Due to my not to toot my own horn, but to travel around the world on someone else's dime. To get to wrestle, and I was basically I main evented in several territories, smaller back in the day, but I was mostly a mid card guy, and then also an enhancement talent, which I made everyone else look good. People thought I was going to beat Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero won because I was there to make him look good. Someone named Goldberg. I was victim number 67 to Goldberg when he was on his up and coming stardom back in the day.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
And by the way, I wrestled a turtle once.
The only person I ever wrestle is my wife, and
she beat your ass, didn't she? Here he is. Hold on.
Right. I just wrestled a lot of stars and made them look good. Enhancement talent, if you would. And so I wrote about it because I got to travel all over the world: England, Australia, South Africa, Mexico, Canada, Japan. Just got to do a lot of good things with professional wrestling. So thank you very much.
That's awesome, Bobby. Out of Mexico, Japan, America, Canada, which country has the best hookers?
Well, used to when I was younger, never paid, so I didn't have to worry about hookers. Hell, the best hookers, they say, probably right here in my home. No, I don't know. We had ring rats back in the day. I think the U.S., man.
Did you fuck Sonny? I've heard everybody has fucked Sonny. And he'll be back. This is a very interesting question.
Yeah, see, he probably jumped off on purpose that time. Nice job, Swami. Fucko.
Hey, I always got to ask the hard-hitting fucking questions here, brother.
Funny, I've seen everything there. I'll leave it at that. I knew her before she had tits and after she had tits. Before this, before that, before porn, whatever. No comment. Other than I plead the fifth, and that you're the first person that outright asked me if I fucked her. No, I didn't. You
can see her porn. She has a porn out now. It's fucking
not because I didn't want to. Not because I didn't have the opportunity to. And not because I would love to be on that fucking Pornhub with her. Fuck it, I'd fuck her up the ass.
She looks horrible.
But I'm not going to get on Pornhub with her. Someone else has already done that.
Bobby, you're better looking than her now. I'm not kidding.
Damn, thank you very much. Are you single? No, she was a lot younger then, a lot more innocent then. And, what are you going to do? No, I didn't fuck her.
All right. It was just a fun question. I got another one, and then I'll let Dave ask a question. I apologize, Dave, not for letting you ask a question here. But out of all the wrestlers you've wrestled,
hold please. I love this. This is my
the
favorite.
question was great. There, he answered that well. No.
Wait, hold on.
All right, there we go.
And
it's the circle of death. We'll see what
hold
happens.
on. Bobby has 36K of internet activity.
Yeah. we are the uncomfortable moment of silence right now.
For a reason. Bobby has a squirrel.
I had such a good fucking question too. I'm waiting until he gets back.
Okay, he'll be back.
Yeah.
Hold on.
This is fun. Bobby's a good man. I'm loving this guy.
I love Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby is just such a cool guy. I mean, for someone who is, done as much as he's done in the WWE, WWF, it's crazy how cool he is.
Yeah, I did some research and I watched a couple of his matches and stuff, and I saw the Goldberg one, and I saw the. Okay, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
All right. The question I want to ask that question. So while we're waiting for Bobby, we'll talk about some wrestling. Why not talk about wrestling, Dave?
I don't know. You know what the funny thing is, and it's good. Oh, here's Bobby. Hey, there he is.
All right, I'm gonna ask this question. I'm
thinking this internet problem might be in you.
It's always David's fault. Fuck.
Right.
Here's a good question for you, Bobby. All right, and I want to know from all the wrestlers backstage, who was the wrestler that was the most, like, the least hygienic, that no one wanted to fucking wrestle because it was just like he smelt really bad? And I know everyone's gonna think it's the Bushwhackers.
You dropped out. What was the question? You dropped out again.
Which wrestler was the most disgusting to wrestle with? Like, who smelled the worst? Who was the least hygienic wrestler in the fucking room that everyone in the locker room?
Man, easily, and I don't talk bad about people, just so you know. And I don't want to talk ill of the.
Oh no!
Now I need to know. He'll be back soon. All right. So getting.
Oh, here he is. Hold on.
All right, perfect.
Hold on.
I don't talk bad about people, but you're asking me questions no one's ever asked, and I appreciate that. But I have to say, the same person he portrayed, this guy just, and I liked him a lot. We always got along, no problem. But Boo Bradley or Balls Mahoney.
I know Boo Bradley.
There's your name, Balls, right there. You just don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So, good dude. Rest in peace, whatever. But man, you got to wash your fucking gear sometime. You know what I'm saying?
I would have thought, just being honest, I would have thought that you would have probably maybe answered. Did you ever wrestle the Bushwhackers? Were they still around?
Way back in the day when I was in, I did some shots for WWF/E. I met them on shows. I never worked with them. No, they were fine. They were complete gentlemen. In fact, I saw Luke just a couple years ago on an independent show we done together, just one of those personal appearance shows. No, they was complete gentlemen.
Yeah, they can't.
They were completely professional.
They can't still be wrestling. They got to be.
This is the best and the worst interview ever.
It's the best. It's a train wreck, and it's awesome. And I love
what I was saying. No, they were complete professionals.
Yes.
They were both professionals.
So, Bobby, I have a question for you, and this is something that I always wonder about with wrestlers. So, a lot, we understand what wrestling is, and that you're always going to have the good guy and the heel, but was there ever time that you ever had real fear in the ring? Real, like fear?
Oh man, South Africa had real fear because myself and Rotten Ron Starr were the only Americans on the show, and there were a lot of Indians, the Pakistani type Indians over in South Africa, and I was there just shortly after the apartheid, and so there was a lot of black Africans.
I know. Hold, please. Dun, 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 dun,
Are we
dun,
gonna?
dun, dun.
I think we're gonna edit a lot of these.
What I was saying before I was taken out of
Yeah.
context, Black Africans, lower economical class whites, and then the type of Indians that were there in South Africa. Myself and Ron were wrestling South African superstars of wrestling over there. One, Donnie Varga had been in the 1980 Olympics that had been boycotted by the United States. He was a legitimate wrestler. And then another masked wrestler. And so we're wrestling them. And yeah, I had genuine fear because I was in prior to this happening, we were wrestling every night, and about the fourth or fifth time we wrestled, probably the sixth night, there was a big riot, and it was all we could do for Ron and myself to get out of the ring after wrestling these two guys. One of them, he wrestled as Tornado. He wore a mask, but he was a South African superstar. And like I said, Donnie Vargas, you can look that up. He was a 1980 Olympian from South Africa. So when you're wrestling in a foreign country and you speak like I do, and you're out there calling people, you bunch of whatever, let's go. We're America. We're here. And Ron Starr, he was like my age just a couple years ago, and he had scars on his head, and I had long bleached blonde hair. And so we look like the typical Americans, that's just assholes in their country. And like I said, the apartheid had just ended. So while I was there, man, it was scary. And matter of fact, if it wasn't for the U.S. Embassy.
He'll be right back.
He'll be right back after these commercial messages brought to you by Corona Extra Beer. We're the only channel.
If it wasn't for the United States Embassy and British Airways getting us out of the country, I may still be in jail in South Africa because it was crazy.
Wow.
In the ring physically, no, because for the most part, you're just out there doing your job. You're trying to do the best you can do. I felt this away, and I still do. I know the price have changed, but if you paid $8 for a fucking front seat folding chair, I want to give you $10 worth of performance. You know what I'm saying? It's like an old Alice Cooper song. $8 buys you a folding chair. Well, that's the thing. If I'm on the road somewhere, I was in Australia, England, wherever, I'm going to give you more than what you fucking paid for, because I come from a working class family and I understand that. So when I'm in the ring, I'm giving you every fucking ounce of energy, every bit of sweat, every bit of blood, every tear, whatever, because I want people to feel like they got more than what they paid for, whether they're in the upper deck.
And this break brought to you by Wrigley's Gum.
Where's that Juliet commercial for the insurance? That's what we do.
You know what? I should start putting that up.
Whether I've been that fan in the upper deck feeling, and I've been in the front row, and then I've been in the ring. So I want people to get their money's worth. And I apologize for this fucking connection. This has never happened this much since I've been on here forever. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Stop apologizing.
Bobby, it's totally fine.
It's an honor to have you on, bro. And I don't care about the internet connection. I'm just glad you showed up, because I heard that you might be like in a drunken stupor and not show up or some shit like that. So just the fact you showed up is all good with me.
Give me a few more minutes and I'll prove you.
And Bobby, I'm right there with you. So there you go.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother.
Give me another shot or two, maybe another beer or two. I'm not sure. I was just having a couple beers earlier. No, I really enjoy. The only thing I do social media wise is Twitter, as Dave alluded to earlier. I love Twitter. I'm at Bobby Blaze 744, and I love doing podcasts. I have a couple podcasts I've been co-host on. I love podcasts. I have my own podcast called Bell to Bell with Bobby Blaze. We took a little hiatus, do some personal and health issues with myself and a couple of people involved in it, but for the most part, and it's like Dave and Juliet, and I love podcasts, man, and I love doing them. I love being a co-host. I love just doing my own, and I love listening, man, just the stuff you can learn, the people you can meet, the friends.
He's an awesome fella, and he'll be back in just a couple of seconds. No,
and here comes Bobby.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No, all right.
Like David, I met Dave, like I said, maybe three and a half years ago through Juliet, through her podcast. I'm a big fan of, the Unwritable Rant. Just one of those things, you come across people, and I love that. So thank you all.
Thank you. And I want to let you know, you'll always be welcome on my podcast right here on the Uncomfortable Moment of Silence. If you ever want to come back and we can do it again with a better internet connection, you'll definitely come back. And I told David, I'm going to interchange David sometimes with different co-hosts. So if you ever want to co-host with me, you're more than welcome, Bobby.
Yeah, the best way to thing like David did, just hit me up on Twitter at BobbyBlaze744. Send me a DM. That's my only social media. I welcome it, and I appreciate anything I can do, podcast wise, social.
Rats.
Bobby Blaze is awesome. I met him on David's show, the what's he called there? The Happy Hour show.
Yeah, virtual happy hour. Oh, here's Bobby.
It's a southern of me to say I apologize for this connection. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but thank you very much. And please, guys, I wish you nothing but the best of success. Life's best to you. David, thanks for inviting me on. I appreciate you guys, and I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Well, thank you.
This
Bobby,
is a fucked up connection, man.
Yeah, Bobby, you know that Juliet and I, we both love you. We're both huge fans of yours. We both have supported each other's podcasts over the years, and all of the other stuff, between your book and Juliet's book and everything else. I mean, it's been a really great experience just knowing you, and you're a great man. Cheers to you, Bobby.
I'm a great man, but I appreciate the kind compliments, and I think the world of you and Juliet too, and I appreciate this opportunity. Listen, I know we're going to get fucking disconnected in a second. Thank you all so much.
And he's out.
Is he coming back, or is
he probably checked out at this point? I'm guessing since he was on the on the last part of the outs of the.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about other things. While I want.
Oh wait, he's kept.
Well, wish you guys nothing but the best, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bobby, for coming on. It was an honor to actually have a full conversation with you. I'm glad you enjoyed the questions and you answered them perfectly. And I appreciate it.
Love you, Bobby.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. Life's best, guys. Edit as you may. Thank you.
You got it. Check. Yeah. See ya.
Perfect. So so far, brand new podcast here on the Uncomfortable Moment of Silence. And we've happened to have two guests in a row. We're not always going to have guests. I want you guys to know that.
Right.
But we've been having some exceptionally good guests with Rhino 39 and now Bobby Blaze.
I love Bobby. Bobby is just so honest, man.
Yeah. So I'm really happy with the beginning of this podcast. And we got another 8 minutes. Let's talk about our vacations, David.
You start, man, because you know what? I saw yours on Facebook and I thought, Jesus Christ, with the bike, you and your wife, you guys look like you had a hell of a time.
It was beautiful. We went and saw the Atlantic Ocean. We drove about close to 1,400 kilometers. 1,400 kilometers would equate to about 800 miles.
I was going to say, could you convert that to like what miles people give a shit about in the world?
I think it's about 800, 870 or something like that miles around there. So it was a nice long ride, two up on one bike. My wife is doing her motorcycle license, so she's about to finish it. I've been riding for close to 16 years. I've owned 3 different bikes, and I love it. It's my passion. It's my spirit. It's my life. One of the reasons why I don't do the most expensive whiskeys on my channel is because I spend most of my money on my motorcycles.
Nice. Okay, so highlight of your vacation.
Well,
Anal?
Of course. After the nitrates, it's a good thing.
Poppers.
Yeah. It's got to relax. You got to relax. You got to relax the chocolate starfish before you enter. But no, a lot of really good microbreweries. So I had a lot of like hipster fucking beer during the trip. So that was a lot of fun. Other things, saw whales. We did whale watching. I've never done that before. And I think, there's 2 kind of fucking animals everyone wants to see in their fucking life. And that's whales and African elephants.
Just go to Lane Bryant.
You son of a bitch. I like the fatties. They're fine with me. So what did you do on your trip, brother?
I went to Lake Charles with Juliet, and that's about a 3-hour drive from New Orleans. And it's resorts and casinos over there. And we got cabanas during the day, and then we gambled at night. It was fucking awesome. We loved it. Had a blast. Now, we only did that for like 3 nights, and the other 2 we just kind of staycationed here in New Orleans.
Cool. Did you make any big winnings there at the casino, or did you lose?
I lost my ball sack.
How much?
$4,000.
$4,000. Jesus Christ! My vacation cost $4,000 for the whole trip. So, so you lost about me. But that sounds awesome, man. I'm glad
We had a blast. No, it was so much fun. So much fun.
You feel nice and rested, recuperated.
Fuck no. I could use another 6 weeks. Yeah,
I thought the week was perfect. Well, it's different when you're traveling on a motorcycle. I've done long trips. Like if you guys have seen, I don't know, David, if you knew, I did the Route 66 trip from Montreal all the way to California in 2018. And that was a hell of a fucking ride because most people started in Chicago. We started in Montreal. So we added 2.5 extra days to our road trip comparison to what people do. And that was amazing, but it was fucking hell on earth at the same time. You're too because you're riding, man, and the weather changes from Ontario all the way to about Michigan. And when I'm talking Michigan, I'm talking about Detroit. Mm-hmm. We had like the worst rainstorms ever, I remember. And this trip, same thing. The first day we rode out was scary as fuck because we're riding in northern Quebec country where it's like mountainous, like these mountains, and you're doing these fucking crazy. It's like old mountain.
That would scare the shit out of me on a bike.
And it was like full on lightning and fucking 300-mile-an-hour fucking winds and fucking rain so bad that I couldn't see shit. And the fucking gravel and the dirt from the fucking mountains was coming out on the fucking road. And me and my wife were just like, I was trying to keep it together. My wife was fucking shitting bricks.
Oh, that would be a hard pass for me, man.
Yeah,
no way.
We stopped in a small little town and ended up renting a room in this place called Bay St. James, which is very beautiful and picturesque. It's like you're in a valley.
What state is that?
This is Quebec. It's in the province of Quebec.
Okay.
Out of state. We can't leave. We can't go to the States right now, and you guys can't come here.
I know.
Yeah, we're closed off because of the COVID, which, by the way, we're doing a lot better here in Canada, like extremely well. I think the total national cases that happened today in the entire country were under 200.
We have only had 3 deaths per square inch of the U.S.
Yeah. I'm hoping it goes down for you guys. I really do. I have no hatred for the American population. I love you guys, and I think it really sucks what's happening over there. And I really hope that you stick to being number one in gun violence and not COVID.
Exactly. You know, I'll take number one in gun violence, but don't make us the pandemic heroes. I don't want that title.
Love it. All right, we're reaching the top of the hour. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We had Bobby fucking Blaze from the WCW on the channel today. It was an amazing conversation. We talked about banging Sonny in the ass. We talked about smelly wrestlers. It was always fun, and that's what you can expect on the Uncomfortable Moment of Silence with myself and David, the producer. Please tune in again and enjoy it. David, any last words?
Yes. Stop touching yourself.
Never. All right, we're out.